In the depths of our subconscious, there are two powerful figures that influence the way we see ourselves, others, and the world around us. They shape our relations, our choices, and our emotional responses. These figures are the animus and the anima, terms coined by the renowned psychologist Carl Jung. Jung, a pioneer of analytical psychology, believed that the human psyche is not a simply unified whole, but rather an intricate web of different elements. Among these elements, the animus and anima stand as powerful archetypes. But what exactly are they, and how do they affect us? Let's dive deeper. To understand the animus and anima, we first need to understand their origins. Jung believed that these two archetypes represent the unconscious masculine and feminine energies within us, regardless of our biological sex. The anima represents the feminine aspect within men, and the animus represents the masculine aspect within women. These figures are not simply about gender, they symbolize deeper psychological and spiritual forces. They are the parts of ourselves that we often overlook but that powerfully shape our behavior. The anima, the feminine within men. Let's begin with anima. For men, the anima is the inner image of femininity, is the emotional, intuitive, and nurturing side of themselves, and they may not always acknowledge. The anima can take many forms. In early life, she might appear as a mother figure or a romantic partner, but she can also show up as a wise woman, a muse, or even a goddess. As men grow, the anima's role evolves. She can guide them toward deeper emotional understanding and intuition, but she can also manifest in negative ways. For example, when men suppress their emotional side or fail to integrate the anima, they might struggle with emotional isolation, irrational behavior, or unhealthy relationships. The animus, the masculine within women. Now let's talk about the animus. For women, the animus represents the inner masculine energy. It is the part of the psyche that gives them strength, rationality, and assertiveness. The animus can show up as a father figure or a hero or even an intellectual mentor. Just like with the anima, the animus evolves over time. In a woman's life, the animus may start as a romantic partner or a strong male influence, later transform into a more assertive and authoritative inner voice. The animus is the force that empowers women to make bold decisions, to take risks, and claim their independence. But just like the anima, the animus can have a shadow side. If a woman neglects or represses her masculine energy, they might feel overly passive, insecure, or unable to assert herself. On the flip side, she might become overly aggressive, rigid, or overly dominant if her animus is too overpowering. So, why are the animus and anima so important? They represent the internal balance we must achieve. Jung believed that to become a whole and fully realized person, we need to integrate both the masculine and feminine aspect of ourselves, no matter our gender. The anima and animus are part of this dance between opposites. When we embrace these inner energies, we become more balanced and harmonious. We're able to connect deeply with our intuition and emotional life, while also asserting our power, logic, and independence. It's about bringing together the best of both worlds. How the animus and anima affect your life. So, how do the animus and anima show up in your life? If you're a man, do you recognize the more sensitive, intuitive, and emotional aspect of yourself, or do you hide them away? If you're a woman, do you honor your assertiveness, strength, and ability to think critically, or do you suppress them? These archetypes influence our relationships too. The way we interact with the opposite sex, whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or even professional settings, is often shaped by how we internalize these energies. Think about your relationships. Do you find yourself drawn to partners who mirror your inner animus or anima? Or perhaps you struggle with projection when we unconsciously place our integrated anima or animus into others, expecting them to complete us? integrated the animus and anima. So, how do we integrate these energies? The process involves becoming aware of them and acknowledging their presence in our lives. Self reflection, introspection, and mindfulness can help us recognize when the anima or animus is in charge and whether it is leading us toward wholeness or imbalance. When we accept and integrate both sides of ourselves, we can live more authentically. It frees us from the shackles of outdated gender norms and allows us to tap into deeper level of self-awareness and personal power. The anima and animus are not just abstract concepts, they are living entities within us all, waiting to be discovered and understood. By exploring and integrating these forces, you can unlock deeper connection to yourself and the world around you. So the next time you find yourself questioning your behavior, emotions, or relationships, ask yourself, how is the animal or animal showing up in my life today? Embrace the dance within. Remember, it's the dance between these energies that help us grow into the fullest version of ourselves.
So hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate you. It's my first try to make an English voice speaking video, so forgive me for any mistakes. But if you like it and subscribe. Thanks.